All right, Aru folks. Rike Thor 7. This has just come out recently. Had a couple of viewers say, dude, have you seen it? And no, I mean, I wasn't even aware of it when it first came out. And thank God I got viewers that, alert me to things because there's so much coming out. There's so much to try and stay up on. Nah, I can't do that on my own. So thank you guys for bringing my attention to this because they knew I like Rike knives. I like Rike. And Rike does some crazy stuff, and they've done a lot of integral knives in the past. The Thor 6, the Thor 5, Thor 1 and 2 and 3, whatever. And they've done a lot of titanium integrals, okay? And so this came out, and they asked me, and I go, oh, wow. And I looked it up, and of course, there was already one USA seller that had them, and they were gone. Okay, just boom, like that. And like $179. And I looked on AliExpress saying, well, I bet they have them there. And they do for like $250 to $275. And I thought, no. I mean, don't you think, okay, if there's a US seller that can sell them for $179, why am I paying $275? It just didn't feel right. Well, White Mountain Knives, I asked Justin, I said, you going to get some of these? And he goes, yeah. So I got this one from him for $179 minus, by the way, LTK discount code. So that takes, $17 or $18 off. So really, this is not that bad from a price standpoint at all. Now, by the way, it kind of looks like an integral, but if you look closely, no, it's not. And earlier, I took it apart. I mean, this much apart. So, no, it's not an integral. This is all titanium, by the way. And so this is a hardened steel insert that's put in there on the lock bar. And you can see that there's just a bit of reinforcement on this. On the flip side, this is the closest side. This is the lock bar side here. So you're seeing all this. Actually, this is all one piece here, okay? Because that is integral, okay? But then, oh, by the way, if you try and take it apart, I was sitting there wiggling this pocket clip. How come that's not coming off? How come that's not coming off? And then finally, I looked underneath. There's another screw coming up into here from the inside. And that's when I knew for sure it wasn't integral because it was a little tough to tell right off. But, you see the screws and why are they here? Because it's not integral. So as you can see, there's the screw coming in from the inside to that pocket clip. So be careful if you're going to do that. Be aware that. Another thing is, look at this body screw. Good luck. I mean, you really got to push this aside to get at that because, see, you can't take this off. It's screwed in from the inside. So you can't take this off. You can take this off. You can take this out, but you can't take this off. You have to push this aside to do that, which I don't know why they set it up like that. So, I mean, I see that as not really a great idea. And also, I think you can see right there where moving that pocket clip has rubbed on there. So, I mean, right there, yeah, that's fine. But you really got to try and push this out of the way to get to that screw to take that apart if you're going to do that. And you got to take it apart from the back side because you can't do it from the front side. Okay? And I guess I didn't get the logo back in the right place. Oh well. So, finger flick, yeah. Great drop. What's the weight on this thing? And it's 8 1/4 overall length. It's basically 3.5 inch blade, depending on where you measure it. 3.2 ounces, so not much, 90.7 grams. Let me get my tape. But check it out. Okay, so way down here, like kind of mid to back of the choil, it's 3 3/4 inches. You bring it up here, and you've got that bolster kicking out there, and yeah, it's basically 3.5 at what, 90 millimeters. Then down here about 95, 96 millimeters. 8 1/4 overall at 21 centimeters. Oh, let me grab my caliper here. This might be helpful. 12.9 millimeters at half. Let me get this on here. Yeah, 1/2 inch. And it's probably a little bit bigger there. 0.54 at 13.7. Blade stock is 3.3. Let me see if I'm measuring where I should be. Yeah, 3.3 at 0.13 of an inch, and I'm on this flat here, kind of. So let me rotate this a little bit. But I think that was adequate. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'm kind of surprised it's not just a flat 3 millimeters, but it's 3.3, so not bad there. And I don't know, will the knife cut anything? Okay, yeah, that's sharp. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, it's really sharp. It is really sharp. So, I mean, yeah, I like it. This is a keeper for me, just like the Thule, right? Now, this is an integral, okay? Thus, I didn't do a disassembly on it. These screws, of course, holding the steel lock bar in place, because this is steel, not titanium. That's a titanium one, but this is steel. And this was the first G10 integral. I think somebody else said, oh no, and it turned out the other one he was talking about was a carbon fiber integral. So this is the first G10, although this is G10 carbon fiber layered and then machined. And how they got these two lined up, I don't know. Now, look at that. So this one is bigger. This is 8.5, 8 3/4 overall, and this is up here to this closest part is 3 3/4, 3.75. So as you can see, 3.75 closer to 4 down here, and keep bopping off the tip there, and then overall length, 8.75 at 22 centimeters. So the Thule's bigger. I mean, I would have really liked it if this Thor 7 was the same size as the Thule, to tell you the truth. But it's not. But they have the same blade steel. And one thing I like about the Thor 7 is I do love this work on the blade, where this one was fairly plain. Although I do like this design, and I believe this is kind of the same design as an earlier Rike knife that they did, 4 or 5 years ago, actually, because I remember that coming out. And then so this is kind of the integral G10 carbon fiber version of that. And I can't remember that model number back then, but okay. And then this is the Thule box, I believe, yeah. Go back here. So interesting. I mean, if you look at the paramilitary 2, they're the same size. Okay, they're the same size, but you throw the Thule in here, and the Thule's way bigger than the PM2, okay? So, okay. But I like both of them. I think both of them are keepers for me. And that and the M3 is all I've got for Rike knives, as amazing as that may seem, but these are at least affordable, the Thule and the Thor 7. So, and they're intriguing knives. And of course, this, like I said, being integral titanium here. And flipper tab is kind of rounded and it's machined through, and then just a little shoulder on the inside there, and all kinds of cool. And yeah, it's not bad as far as I was trying to fail it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to fail it. Yeah, like I said, centered, no blade player lock rock. Let's take a look at the lockup. Well, that's pretty good. That's close to 40% probably. And there's your setup on that. It's easy to disengage. It drops. The good thing is it's pretty quick over the detent ball. So as soon as you push this, that hits you in the thumb, you're over. You're over. And yes, this is probably a little bit guillotine-ish. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, now we got the logo centered. Okay. Obviously, it's a round pivot. But it just came undone real easy. So, oh well, whatever it is, it's working. Yeah. Yeah, would I have liked number 8 body screws? Yeah. And these body screws are titanium as well. They're not magnetic. There's nothing magnetic here. These screws are magnetic. There's a steel pass-through here. There's a steel tube that both sides screw into. And yes, that's magnetic. Screws are not. Pocket clips not. Lock bars not. The hardened steel insert and then the blade, you know. But that is not. So, yeah, I think it's a lot of knife for the money. I think it's very interesting. And, you know, God, so many of their integrals have been, what, $500-$600? So this is a breath of fresh air. This is all right. And, you know, it does have the integral look to it. I had to look twice myself. When I first bought it, I thought it was integral. It wasn't until I did this that I realized it. I mean, I looked at the screws and I go, well, they're here for a reason. So something's going on. But you look really close, and I mean, I saw this and I go, yeah, and then you know, you look back in the back here, that, and of course, this is, you might use this anyhow for the pocket clip deal, but still interesting. Yeah, not easy to detect, and especially since this piece is integral, but cool. You can get them in different colors, by the way, too. You can get this in like a blue and black, and then there's another color in black, and then maybe, I think, black and black. But the red is striking. I like the red. I guess if I couldn't get red, I'd probably do blue. But there are several different colors. Pocket clip looks cool. I have not carried this. I will be carrying it later today, though. Absolutely, because this is the new cool on the block. New cool. But yeah, I'll be carrying this. But pocket clip looks pretty good. I don't think that's going to be a problem getting over the lip of the pocket, back and forth, etc. So, lightweight, not huge, not tiny. I mean, it's kind of standard EDC size. It's sharp, you know, and the materials are fine. And as opposed to the carbon fiber, mix that we got with the Thule. This is G10 all the way. But interesting in the way they do it. I mean, when you think about the machining and the materials and everything they go through, really, I don't think, and 179 minus 10%. So what are you into this for? Not bad. Not bad. By the way, it comes in this box, nothing special. Microfiber cloth. The knife comes in there. And here you go. So I guess you can put your phone onto that and register your product if you want. And then, fitted box, etc. So where's my balance point? Ooh, got to get way forward on this to get balance and ergos. Well, this is pretty neutral. This thing here, problem is middle of my second fingers on this here. Unless I want to back up, I can. But I kind of like getting right up on that flipper tab. But it's not real severe here, so it's not that big a deal. I'm definitely not feeling the pocket clip because it's laying flat. It's not curved up or doing any weird stuff, so that doesn't seem to bother me at all. Reverse grip, feels all right. It kind of tails off here, so, okay. Not too shabby. Oh, you'll love the action on it, though. I think not only the looks, but the incredible pivot action here. This drop is just really nice. See what I'm saying? I mean, it pretty much, and maybe it's a little guillotine-ish for some of you, but check it out. Okay, one more time. It falls right into place. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So, I mean, and I've had this part, so I guess I put the screw back in just about the right tension there for that. There goes that. You know what? Give me a cloth. Okay. Yeah, hell with it. I know the bearings are probably ceramic, but you can't blame me for wanting to know for sure. And the problem is, we're all number sixes on here, which isn't thrilling me to death, but oh well. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got a long screw there where the pocket clip. Let's take a body screw off of here. These two body screws are the same length. Come on. There it goes. Drops. And now we're moving the pocket clip to the side as much as possible so we can get this other body screw out. And it's doable, but it's not convenient. It's not convenient. Okay, so there we got that. Now, you can see what I'm talking about here. This is all one machined piece of titanium on this, and this is, you can see that's coming out. Okay, so you've got these inset pieces. And I got it out. Oh baby, I just about put it on the floor. Okay, so really, yeah, I don't have to take the whole thing apart, both sides, but you can see you got nice good size ceramic bearings on here. So, I mean, you can pop this whole thing out if you want. And you can pull the other side out. See what I'm saying? And then you've got nothing but this. Now you could take the screw off and pull this whole piece if you wanted to. Just like that. But that, I think, pretty much gives you the information that you need on that. So I reckon we want to put our little washer in there. Want to put our bearings through here. About flipped them, didn't we? And then we want to put this whole piece with the washer down here. And then we could run this through here. But I gotta have my surround. Give me my surround. Here you go. There we go. And we gotta get this logo correct position. So there's that. Then we gotta put bearings on the other side. Little juice, and then of course we have the washer on the inside of here, and you just drop it in or whatever, and there it goes. Then you got your surround here, then you got your pivot screw here, and then, my friend, you got to see if you can straighten up your logo. Okay. Okay. Got my logo right. So everything's cool here. We can flip this right back on here. You see where we're going with it. Just like that. And then we got the long screw for the pocket clip, which is a number 6. But now, yeah, okay, we're down. We're good. And this one never did fall out of the scale. But we've got to put that back in and make sure we don't have threads crossed there, and we're good. And we've got one more to go. This body screw here. Okay. I feel you. And we're centered, and we got everything put back together. Yeah, it's got a nice drop to it. So we got the Rike Thor 7, and I'm liking it. I like it a lot. I just, something about the design, the overall design I really like. It's interesting what they've done here, and it's not easy to do. I mean, just doing this one piece here to slap on there, the machining on the G10, this machining here on this blade, just a lot of work going on there. All right, I'll leave you to it. I'm liking it, and I like my 2-lay, so both of these, as far as I'm concerned, definitely keepers and not terribly expensive at that, but very interesting knives. And you know what we do around here? We love them knives. Subscribe to my channel if you would, and stay sharp.